All right, good morning, traders. Today is December 14th, 2023. My SPY pivot this morning, 464.75. Below it, I'm a bear. Above it, I'm a bull. The Fab 5 continue their daily uptrends. Some making new yearly highs, some making new all-time highs, like the Diamond Dow. U.S. dollar index broke sharply below the flat 200 SMA on the daily chart. Probably due to the Fed announcement saying that they're not going to raise rates. UNG-USO, that's our energy, remain in daily downtrends, mostly unchanged there. Kind of spooky here. We've got a really bullish market, but energy doesn't seem to be under any demand. Then again, the market is forward-looking, so we'll see what happens. Silver and gold popped up out of the minor support area on their daily charts. We'll see if they can make it to the halfway point. All right, let's go look at some charts. Good morning, Cosborn. All right, so here's the SPY. And here's our blast off, just at the beginning of November here. And you can see we're back up here, and we're right into... We surpassed the yearly highs made in August, and we are now on our way to test the all-time highs, which are right about 479.98, right about there, 479.98. Yep, so right up there. So about the 480 number. So looking at this candle, and I'm just going to look at the candle on a 4-hour chart, that's the biggest candle out there. So I'm looking for, this kind of looks like exhaustion at the end of the move. But is that the first part of the exhaustion? Are we going to get two more candles to the upside? I don't know. It's looking that way. Everything is making, we've got some products making new highs, like SMH is making new highs. FNGU is not, but that's looking like an exhaustion candle. But I do want to reserve the right to say that I think we're going to get another one this morning. But we'll see. I mean, I'm going to treat this as long as they're already gapping up early this morning. I think they want to go test the all-time highs. There's a lot been QQQ has tested all-time highs, I believe. We'll take a look at that in a minute. I know SMH is making new all-time highs, and Diamond Dow has made a new all-time high. IWM is nowhere near it. FNGU is nowhere near it. So we'll see what happens here, but that is the biggest 4-hour candle on the chart right there. So I'm curious whether this is going to be an exhaustion candle, in which case we should see price breach 50% point of this candle sometime today. Or are they going to put in an inside day or a little doji up here? We'll find out. I actually think that they want to go up there and test those all-time highs at 480. If not, I've done a measured move, and the measured move takes us up to $500. We'll see what happens, but I got a strong hunch that this is going to continue today all the way up to 480. So we'll see what happens, but there's SPY. Let's take a look at QQQ. All right, we'll go to QQQ on the daily chart. Now QQQ, and you can see QQQ is, they're testing their all-time highs right there. Okay, 404.73. You see those wicks over to the left? Right over here, we just got a few wicks left to take out, and then we make new all-time highs. So there's QQQ testing the all-time highs. Already made new yearly highs QQQ in an uptrend. I'm thinking we got a measured move coming here. And let's just go do the measured move for QQQ. Take the waffle zone, box out from the low, and take it up to the midpoint. Duplicate that. So QQQ could be going as high as 433 up there. Now I notice QQQ, the candles are growing in size. And that usually happens just before they put in a really big candle to the upside. So I'm not taking this off the table. I think that's a possibility, even though energy is not in favor with us. But that's what it's looking like. They want to blast off up there. We'll see what happens. So there's QQQ attacking the all-time highs right over here, made in 2021. Now we'll take a look at FNGU. All right, so here's FNGU. Those are not the all-time highs. If we go over here to the left, they were actually up here around 500. But here is the yearly high, and we'll put a line in for that. And you can see yearly highs are up at 228.76, so really within striking distance. All right, we have a head and shoulders neckline up there also. So they may want to go up there and test the backside of that head and shoulders neckline, in addition to attacking these higher highs. So it's looking like another move higher this morning. We'll see what happens. We're already gapping up. Got a lot of signs that that's what the market wants to do. So there's FNGU. Now let's take a look at, definitely in a daily uptrend. You can see here's a nice candle. All the candles today for the indices, higher lows and higher highs. Everyone in the Fab 5 daily uptrends, you got higher lows and higher highs. Okay, so let's go take a look at Diamond Dow. So here's Diamond Dow printing a new all-time high. Look over to the left, and you see we are up over the highs right there. So Diamond Dow putting in a new all-time highs. So I guess the economy is booming. Either that or the market's forward-looking and they believe we are headed for a really robust economy next year or after the new president the following year. We'll see what happens, but this is forward-looking. If the market is forward-looking, they're expecting a really robust economy. So we'll see what happens. But there, that right there is Diamond Dow putting in higher all-time highs. So we've got a higher yearly high and a higher all-time high in a daily uptrend here. And you can see here's the last high making a brand new all-time high. So that's in an uptrend. IWM. Now, IWM does not look like anything like the others. Okay, so IWM, here's the all-time highs up here. 246.47. 77. 246.77 up there. Okay, the yearly high right up there, 199.20. All right, and today's candle was 185 to 180 to 193. That makes it about an $8 candle. Again, I think we got another leg higher on IWM to come up here. I think they want to strike this yearly high up there. Another $8 candle would bring us up to 200, and that would strike out a new all-time high for the year. Right there, they might even want to strike out to this area up here over 202. So nice candle there. I think they get follow through tomorrow. This morning. We'll see what happens. That's what I kind of visualize here. Here's like an initial move, and then the two move is usually really big. So we'll see what happens. But that is the biggest green candle on the chart for IWM. So let's just say that could be exhaustion. I don't think so, but it could be. All right. So there's IWM. Now let's take a look at IYT. Here's our sector. IYT still bullish. Another nice candle. All right. Got a lower low, but we also put in a higher high, holding that 3 EMA uptrend right there. See that on the daily chart? Just closing at the 3 or above it day after day after day. This is in a grind up, working out really nice on IYT. SMH, you can see SMH putting in all-time new high up here yesterday, around 171 in a daily uptrend. Take a look at XLF. XLF putting in a possible exhaustion candle. We'll see what happens. XLF, look at that, attacking the all-time high, making a new all-time high for 2023. Talk about last minute. So there you are, XLF Financials putting in a new 2023 high. So remarkably bullish there on XLF. Now it's not all-time high. It's a little bit further than that. That'd be 41.86. But excuse me, that's a new high for this year. So everything's in bull mode. I don't know. I'm looking at possibly another leg up, another move, another $8 move this morning in SPY. We'll see what happens. Okay, so there's XLF. Let's take a look at USO. Now, a little different story going on here in the energy markets. You got a bullish engulfing there, but it wasn't really a significant candle to be bullish engulfing. It wasn't like this was some kind of capitulation or anything, okay? It's just another new low, and they took out the new low. They just bullish engulfed that new low that we've had recently. So nothing really remarkable. Still in a downtrend. Still closing at the 3 EMA. And you notice all three, price, the 3, the 8, all underneath our red trend indicator that's pointed down. So nothing remarkably bullish there at all. So let's take a look at UNG. So that's in a downtrend. And UNG, nothing really happening here either. Went down to 450, same place it was the day before. And the high was about the same, but it wound up closing just a little bit above where it closed on the day before. So there you go for UNG, still in a downtrend, still holding that 3 EMA, 3 price, the 8 all underneath red trend indicator. It's pointed down until it's done. Silver and gold. So here's silver making a pop comeback here, and put the quad lines in for that. So not quite back to the midpoint, but you can see in the pre-market we sure made it. All right, so deep pullback into minor support, almost into major support down here. Okay, deep pullback, and we've got huge igniting bar coming out of there. So we're looking for the follow through this morning on silver. Follow through up past the midpoint to close over the midpoint. Silver making a huge bounce there. Kind of said that was going to come. GLD kind of doing the same thing. Again, huge igniting bar coming off the lows. Look for the follow through to the upside. So there's GLD. Nice rocket off the bottom there. So GLD in an uptrend, higher lows, higher highs. So they've just created another higher low. So we're going to look for them to make a higher high. Same with silver. They've just created a new higher low. So we're going to look for them to make a higher high. And that'd be nice. Silver gets up to 25. That's a nice move from 21 all the way up to 25. We'll see how fast they get there. So, just covered the markets there. Let's go take a look at. Here's the dollar index. So here's price action moving up from July. Fade back to the 200. We consolidated. The Fed gave us the green light. And the dollar is going to lose value. Why? Because the Fed's not going to raise rates to support a strong dollar. All right, so here it is falling out. That might be just the beginning move right there. And we could see possibly a move back to these lows right here. I suspect the Fed's going to continue to print money. So, and they're not going to change the rates. So I suspect a possible move in the dollar all the way back to the July lows. We'll see what happens. We have a lower high. We're looking for lower lows. We already got it this morning. I suspect we go much further than where we are right now. That was just a little spike of the recent low. So there's the U.S. dollar index on the economic calendar. We got jobless claims at 8:30, retail sales 8:30, import-export prices 8:30, business inventories at 10. Unless the jobless claims are completely erratic, I continue to believe we're going to get some more follow-through to that big candle we just had. In other words, there might be another candle like that to the upside. And if we look at the earnings calendar for today, we got Costco is going to report this evening. And that comes on at, well, that's $275 billion, and that comes on this evening. Lennar also reporting this evening. That's $40 billion. So there we are, traders. Let's look for another big rocket day to the upside. Let's attack those SPY highs. We'll see what happens, all right? Whether they want to print an inside day, a doji, or some continuation. I think they do a little continuation. They look like they have a target in mind, and it doesn't look like they hit their target yet. Just saying. All right, traders, so everybody have a wonderful morning. Those of you in the BYOB room, just go ahead and post your questions in there. I'm going to try and render this video, see if it worked. Everybody out there in YouTube land and Rumble land, sorry I couldn't get a video out yesterday. We had technical difficulties. So we'll get something posted today.